Now, when we look at the legal, permanent legal record, that's really what the statement of birth record is that the parents fill out. It's called a permanent legal record. The legal can only pertain to what is legal. So the surname is just legal. It has nothing to do with spiritual. But unfortunately, due to your parents' lack of knowledge, which can destroy, my people perish or are destroyed due to lack of knowledge, you ended up in that problem because you were induced to believe something which is false is true. That a title that doesn't really belong to you, you're going to make a private claim to. So when you reach spirituality, it is like a supernatural event, an act of God. Now, I've never met anybody whose parents had not put them into the record and exposed their private name onto the public record, and then later were trained to consent to it, and we go through a public school education system that will educate you to do absolutely the thing that will work against you for the rest of your life. And then you'll just build a massive amount of adverse possession property that doesn't really belong to you, that can be expropriated at any time from the state because it's their property. That's how they take it away. It's like taking candy away from a Babylonian baby. That's how simple it is. So when you reach spiritual awareness, you really weren't born in their world, but symbolically, you were born dead in debt until you come to elective choice to accept Jesus Christ. So when you choose the Lord of Lords and King of Kings, you're coming into the Matthew 6:24 scripture, which says you cannot serve God and mammon, which says you can't serve both masters. You have to choose one or the other. And if you try to work both, you're going to be into a problem, as was stated by Jesus Christ in that scripture. So you're going to require to give them notice. So simply, what would I say? And I'm not saying this is the way it has to be written, but one of the key things that you'd be saying is, very simply, remove my private God-given Christian name and private property from the public registry and from all legal instruments immediately. I withdraw my private name and consent, okay, to be used for any and all legal commercial trade. That's the end. But they're not going to do it when you're giving them consent. You can't jump up and down and scream, look, they're doing this to me. Do you know how many crazy emails I get in there from people saying that they're doing it to them? Whether they induced it or not, it's up to you to stop it. You can't sit around blaming it. You're going to have to step up to the plate. Only you can stop it. Why would the party who has you paying their creditors, why would they want to stop a thing that they're benefiting from? That's a ridiculous concept. You're like asking Satan to stop what he does. The only way you can stop Satan is stop empowering him. Those are his kingdoms, and you're saying you want to be a member. And you'll even be a collective surety member for it. The Bible's very, very clear. We've gone over a lot of things in the videos. Go over them over and over. You've already been given more than just clues. You've been given factual realities on what to do. No, I didn't leave you at the side of the road wondering where your next foot was going to go. I actually gave you the answers. And you can't ask, how am I going to contract, when you won't be contracting anymore. The legal state is not responsible when you're acting as an assumptive, interfering party. They don't have to do anything. They're not in a surety position of having to come forward until you pull out your consent. And why people aren't seeing this is because they haven't done it.